My name is Minister David Jeremiah, slave name Johnny Bonner Jr. Was one of the biggest gangsters in America. Now I'm the gangster for God. I believe in the one God, the one faith, the one baptism. Our people need God more now than ever before. I am a freedom fighter. Together, we can fight the power.
Well, think about it. It's a great question you asked, and systemic racism has been flipped. What we seen Trump did on the 6th to go in there and run in there and crush all them people and 5 people died. The biggest conspiracy ever in the history of time. 500 indictments. And everybody been locked up and almost sentenced but him, the co-conspirator. Trump, I want to thank you for what you did, because you ignited the racism back to America, where we can see it full bloom all over again. It was silent. It was silent. So my brothers have become blind, deaf, and dumb, because in the movie, Malcolm said they've been hoodwinked, they've been led astray, they've been bamboozled. Malcolm didn't do this part. This is the puppeteer. The puppeteer controls the puppet. Go this way, boy. Go this way. Shoot your brother. Shoot your mama. Come on, snitch on. We now are talking and snitching on our own mother. Okay. We got 500,000 women in prison. Never been in history time. Almost 75% of them got children. They gave us ripping drugs for the last 45 years. They had dark plans, but they took it away. So the black on black violence been perpetrated. Okay? We was Menace 2 society, the movie, Menace 2. Well, who's Menace 1? Menace 1 taught Menace 2. We little bitty gangsters, they big gangsters. They drop bombs, like they did in 1921 in Tulsa, Oklahoma, like they did in 1985 in the movement. So our children don't know our history. So when you shoot and kill your brother, you playing right into the Ku Klux Klan from Indiana, the Grand Dragon, all the way to Dallas. And they said, you niggas doing a good job. That's why they came up with the Tales of the Crypt. Y'all doing a good job. So now we black on black like never before. And then we start in LA, they start playing our Hispanic brother, which is black, against us. So it's been a cold card game. Now, when our brother died, they kind of made truce. The one you did on him. The one died here when the man sit on him and all that. George Floyd. So when George Floyd did it, you seen for the first time more Caucasian, it was almost 50% of, I know I was there, downtown, 60,000. I mean, Martin Luther King would have been happy to see it. 60,000 people plus was downtown. Me and Joel Osteen were together to stop the black on black violence, and then the police, which I'll bring up in a minute, but that's what we were down there for. And Joel Osteen was there with me. And we walked together and sit together the whole 9 yards. So what I'm saying to you is that the black on black violence now is worse than it's ever been in the history of time in America. And we have become our own self-enemies. And that's why Willie Lynch, your young people, I'm begging you, look at Willie Lynch. Just Google it, you Google freaks. Willie Lynch 1712. When you Google it, it says the flat nose against the pointy nose, the bright against the darker. And then they will create a theme among us, fear, distrust, and envy. So that's what you're seeing now. So after 300 years, 2012 was over with, but they said it would be a perpetual cycle to keep going. Willie Lynch tells the whole story why we're doing black on black. The governor, let me applaud him. He was successful in doing with him and Trump and the rest of them doing the same thing this fool doing, governor here in Florida. Ain't but 2 crazy states done this. How in the hell you got liquor license, driver license, fishing license? You need a license, permit license, be all licensed, but the deadliest thing in the world, a gun shooter 100 times, 60 times, 40 times, no license, no background check. That's why Uvalde is where it's at, and Uvalde is so upset with America in Houston, in Harris County, in Texas. They shut the whole school down and made it out of a museum. And I agree with them. When you drive up, you won't see nothing there but the people that got shot. They shut the school down. So this black on black, we're shooting in the car. We shooting a 2-year-old, a 5-year-old. I'm shooting that hit a 72-year-old woman, hit a 6-year-old woman. They did a wellness call in Florida, in Fort Worth. The man went around, police, the next door neighbor called him. I'm getting away from where I want to get. And they came around, just keep jumping in my mind. Man. And when he came around, he looked through the door, shot the woman in the head. The woman ain't got no gun, she ain't got nothing. The baby about 8, 9 years old, looking at his grandmama die. The police walked in the house, sit the baby down, and tried to counsel the baby to get the baby to lie for him. When the police came, they seen him talking to the baby. So the black on black crime is crazy, man. So we upset with police are killing us, and I agree with that. But if Black Lives Matter, if it really matter, one of the greatest movements ever in history of time we had, and they went to spending money doing stupid stuff. But I hope that someone can take it over again, we can support them. If Black Lives Matter, because gloves up, guns down, gonna take president over everything for us over. Gloves up, pick the gloves up, get in the ring, live another day. Pick the guns up, you die the same day. Me and Chuck own that, and we will be successful with it. But this black on black crime, Martin Luther King is crying in his grave, him and Malcolm, him and Martin, him and Marcus Garvey, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, I'm Rosa Parks, all of them. Ida B. Wells, who you don't know nothing about. So again, ladies and gentlemen, the black on black crime is so bad now. We got thousands of mothers done open up a thing for sons that done died. And the mothers come together, talking to other mothers, trying to give them a psychosocial assessment and genetic because so many of them done died. So the mothers are coming together and they done banned a company and started a non-profit. And the mothers crying and taking their children. Funeral homes making so much money now, brother, don't go. They used to have funerals just on Saturday and Sunday. Now it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Now it's 7 days a week. Yeah, so it's that bad that we can't bury them out. All the funeral homes can't, there's too many because we've been played. Why would, Mr. Abbott, let me ask you a question. Call me at 281-896-8215. I'll come wherever you're at. In Austin, wherever you're at, Mr. Abbott. I just want to ask you a question. Maybe you're smarter than me, but I know you're not. But anyhow, I'm going to act like you are. Why would you give an 18-year-old gun? His brain gonna develop till you're 21, 22, 23. So why would you give him a gun? Number one, Chuck, he's impressionable. He's emotional. And when you get the gun, it's a sense of power that he never had. I'm gonna kill me a nigga. You gonna kill who? I'm gonna kill me a nigga. Because that's what he called himself. Mm-hmm. See, so that's the mindset. They knew that. They played that. They did a whole study because they look at our grade score on 3rd grade and 4th grade. They know which one going to prison by their behavior. So again, some of the smartest people in prison, but their behavior messed up. That's why they make $40 billion a year in Unico, putting people in prison. Some of the judges been bust. So all I'm saying, man, the black on black crime, my young people, and I love you. It's worse now, Chuck, than it's ever been in the history of time. Why would we keep our mothers crying behind the foolery and they're expecting you to keep on killing each other and shooting each other and little children in cars and we shoot now on freeways and we shoot through the car and hit the girl. Me and you just did one, Chuck, about 3 weeks ago where they shot in the car, I think 38 times. Was it 38? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and shot the little girl. I think the girl been on the road 3 hours. They had 1 more hour to get where they was going. And the girl, it was a construction, something going on. They weren't trying to do nothing, but they didn't want to hit the wall, so they got over. And the dude pulled on the side of him and shot in the car 38 times. So again, Chuck, we're a bunch of robots and puppets. That's a great question, because most people don't think about that. And music is over 90% of the crime. Why? Because it's constantly in their head. So all the presidents of the rap companies told young people to come out with gangster rap. They not real gangsters. Real gangsters in Las Vegas and Atlantic City. There ain't no real gangsters. Some little dudes shooting around the little pop castle, shooting each other. The real gangsters drop bombs, got tanks. So them ain't no real gangsters shooting each other. We pranksters. So if y'all think you gangsters, no, you pranksters. Because all you're gonna do is shoot yourself. But the music is so bad, man. That's why they had to get rid of Lauryn Hill. She got 5 Grammys, hitting and telling girls not to be a B, not to be a hoe, not to take a one-night stand. You're not ghetto fabulous. So they had to move her and put her in tax problem and give her 3 babies. She coming back, but she still ain't back like she was. They don't want nobody conscious. We had a lot of our rappers. KRS One, Dougie Fresh, and Doug ain't never left from there. They Common. They was going after the music. Music in the Bible, in Lamentation, music came directly from God. It was to inspire, not to expire. Okay? So the music is completely been tore up from the floor up. 95% of the rap music is deaf music. There's about 3 to 5% of the rap music that's listenable, that you gonna wind up shooting somebody at the end of the song, raping somebody, snatching their clothes off, head down, butt up, let me piss on you. And this crazy little girl they're using, Sexy Red, what's that song, Pound?
Pound Town.
Pound Pound?
Pound Town.
Pound Town. She not crazy. Red, we love you. You're being manipulated by the president of that company you for. I understand. Told her to hit her in the butt. I guess her butt is pink. And her boo-boo is, no, her butt is brown and her vagina is pink. And go in me and boo-boo. Young lady, I know you're broke. And you'll say whatever they tell you to say. I want you to imagine how many people you help killing. My question to you is, look at Alicia Keys. She ain't saying none of that. See, even Beyonce trying to change her music. Jay-Z helping people get out of prison. Let's not even talk about T.I. T.I. was drunk in a car in a Rolls Royce. Now T.I. got a whole apartment complex and got computers in it, saving lives, and cut the ribbon about 4 weeks ago. So again, we have to do something. Bron James, salute out to you. You spent 60, 70 million in your school, and you sending people to school and all that. And we honor you for that. But boy, somebody I never thought I'd say something good about in music, Shaq. Shaq, we love you, man. You made your $200 tennis shoe, 180, 170, for $20. And you told the people, after the lady asked you what you was gonna do, you told the people you didn't give a damn what it cost and how much money you lost. Make the tennis shoe and make it and design it for a $200 tennis shoe and charge them $20. And you done sold over $400 million. The music it plays fun music to that. Because in the rap songs and in the videos, you know, they got the caps on, the jewelry on, the stuff, all of those. We mimic the devil, but we don't mimic God. We copycat the devil, but we don't copycat God. We turn it up for the devil, but we don't turn it up for God. Like the young boy, when he won the game last Saturday, first time to say, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, thank you. No other person saying that. He let you know right off the rip, he wouldn't have won that game, he wouldn't have thrown the ball, he wouldn't be who he is, he would never made it there if it don't be for God. I've never heard no other football player in 30 years, 40 years say what that young boy saying. That's why I think God might take him all the way. As much as I love the Ravens and the black quarterback, I don't know, man, because they beat the Ravens, he going all the way. If they beat the Ravens, there's no stopping them. Because Ravens are a close team. But again, Shaq, we give kudos out to you, man. You'll sold over 400 million shoes. Please call us, Shaq, at 281-896-8215. We need you to help us with some vocational schools right here in Houston. And we need you to help us with our children and with our rap company. It's going to be Conscious Rap. You can put your name on it, right? Shaq. It'll go down in history. If we do not change that music and our clothes setting, we'll pay $700-800 for a pair of jeans. And one dude told me he paid $300 for a shirt. One dude said he paid $2,000 for a shirt because the thread's so good and it lasts so long. I looked at it, but he don't own no land. He don't know how to. So to say that, it's so crazy. But again, y'all, music is controlling you. Games controlling you. Xbox, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All this stuff is a mechanism to take you away from God. It's entertainment. It's entertainment in this world, but it's not entertaining you in God's world. That's why you like reading, because they made it against the law for us to read for 310 years. I'm giving you wisdom and knowledge how y'all shooting and killing each other. And using music. Music come from lamentation from the Bible to inspire, not to expire. The music out today, 95% of the rap is negative. Completely negative. So come on. Rodney King, I think it was 5 officers jumped him. I don't know nobody ever, you can Google it, had 7 police officers undercover to vice squad to jump him. And this, and not only they were police, they had on clothes like me and you right now, and never say they were the police. And I was running from them, and they blocked me off on 10 in Lockwood, and 2 record trucks came. And I said, oh my God. I saw my big record trucks, like airplane record trucks. And they sandwiched me in like this. And when I jumped out the car, they come running. I fought 7 police officers. I tagged about 4 of them. I think the 5th one, the 6th one, got on top of the car truck, because he seen I could fight. I was leaning on the car like this here, and I was going, because you can't get that many to you. I'm going with them. I'm going. I'm throwing them things, man. Mayweather ain't had nothing on me. I'm going, man. I'm throwing the George Foreman knockout punch. Yeah, Mike Tyson. I'm going. So they seen I could fight. So I wasn't gonna fold, because whether the police or not, I'd have fold, because they jumped me. But the man hit me in the head, and when I woke up in the hospital. And it took me 4 or 5 days to kind of clear my mind, to realize what had happened to me. So I know police violence, been interviewed, 7 police jumped me. And the only reason they didn't throw the gun down, Chuck, and shoot me is because them 2 record trucks was there. I'm right there on Lockwood in 10. They could have thrown the gun down, Chuck, and put my hand on the gun like they do, and made it look like I was trying to shoot them. But God saved me where I could tell this story today. The police ain't nothing to play with, y'all. We have a lot of good officers, about 50, 60, 70%. But that 15, 20% that joined the police force purposely for what they did to George Floyd. He purposely stood on him. The guy told him to say, man, I don't think he's breathing. The police officer trying to tell him he owned it too long. So that whole thing was a setup. And George Floyd worked at a club. And I don't know if he had a girl, because George Floyd had some white girls. And then he was at a club. So and there was security there. So it was something personal. That was personal. And he come to kill him, and he killed him. He was in the back of the car truck. They snatched him out the back. He was already handcuffed. They snatched him out the back of the car to the other side. Why you take him out the car? He ain't kicked no window out. And went to pounce him again. So when the police brutality, Breonna Taylor ain't did nothing to nobody. Shooting the house almost 40 times. I mean, this girl was a security guard, 25, 26 years old. The boyfriend, he shot one time and ducked, and I give him his card. He tried. They gave him 12 million, 14 million, but Breonna dead. The one boy was in the park, this the cold piece, 12 years old, playing with a water gun. 2 police already on the scene. The 3rd police pull up, see the water gun, and shoot the boy in the head and kill him. Then they shoot into a car 40 to 60 times in New York. The people sitting there, boyfriend, girlfriend, they just unload in the car, Chuck. Unload. So we done had so much brutality. And you play some of it on PSA and some of it on silent. This stuff is going over. Now, we ain't talking about they did in Sandra Bland. Her windows up this much from the top. She can smoke her cigarette in the car. It's not against the law. He talking about put your cigarette out. Her cigarette ain't got nothing to do with no tail light out. With a tail light out, she dead. And then lie and say she committed suicide. And then name a little street after her, Sandra Bland. So again, Chuck, and to my young people, please hear me, man. You've been set up. They're gonna kill many of you if they can. They're gonna throw the gun down, they're gonna set you up, and all these damn phones, they hear everything you say. They see you on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, they see you. They see you with your game. Almost 70% of people getting convicted today, they went to your phone. And you know, you can, what you call this when you can sell light, and what this is iPhone, what they do? They cloud and
iCloud.
They got the iCloud and they catch you in the cloud, give you life center. And then it's Android, they do the same. So it's a con game, y'all. I'm just asking y'all, as your brother, man, and as your father. You've been set up, man. They are police, good police. And that's why we got to get y'all vocational school. Well, we already see the church don't work. The Sunday morning disco style show, the political center, we have 400,000 churches, they're not effective. Okay? You got a few churches affected, but not enough. If we had 1,000 churches affected, it would change America. Friendship with my boy in Dallas, he fighting his heart out. Bishop Dixon doing a little bit over there, but it's not enough pastors. Ralph West, he came out one time, it was right, gave the thing for George Floyd. But again, no follow-up. So it's not enough. See, you can't come out for George Floyd, then in December have a Christian church, because you're going right back into paganism. So they not Pastor Miller, Pastor Jay. We have enough prolific pastors. Pastor Jay, $4 boy at the White House, Keon. There's enough of them, mega enough. Well, to own our own banks to give our children jobs, have our own Black Shark Tank. But it's gonna start with the vocational school. Until we get vocational school, we can't turn them around, Chuck, because the devil gave them something to do. We gotta give them something to do. We have a devil sitting on one shoulder and an angel on the other. Both suggest us all the time. We must learn to be wise enough to recognize the voices and follow the angels. How in the hell we gonna follow God? We don't know God. They got us looking up in the sky when the earth travels 1,137, 130 miles per hour. So in 12 hours, what's down is up, and what's up is down. So that's a bunch of buffoonery. The God you've been looking for, look in the mirror. He right in you. He blew his breath in you. He blew his essence into you. I know you know what I'm talking about. But you, Black man, Black woman, you the mother of earth. And the Black woman is the second step of God. Black man, you the first step of God. Dr. Milner and Dr. Lincoln have proven that. Frances Cress Welsing, the ISIS paper have proven that. Dr. McFadden, her book, she had a PhD, The Making of the White Man and a White Man, White Woman of America. And then, Chuck, as we in Berkeley, California, it's been out for the last 30, 40 years. Lucy, 2 million years old, now they come up with a new one, start with an A, what part of Africa? Ethiopia. The girl is 4,500,000 years old, Black. My children, they've been on the planet Earth for 6,000 years. Everything come from us. We dominant, they recessive. You can't get dominant from recessive. You get recessive from dominant. This is melanin. We don't catch no skin cancer. And the solar system not killing us. We don't know who we are. And they gonna trick us to kill each other. So that's what's going on, Chuck. We killing each other. We not sitting down talking to each other. We killing each other. So the only way to turn this is the vocational school. Then we eat the spirit in. If you eat the spirit in first, they ain't gonna want to hear that. But when you give them jobs, the devil gave them a job. Now we got to give them a job. Once you give them a job, they're making 30,000, 40,000, 100,000 with their hand, plumber, electrician, welding, cabinetry. And then we get the security for the 97,000 black women that you seen last year got kidnapped. But if $10,000 come up missing, they'll shut America down. But they ain't shut it down. MSNBC, CNN, Fox News, none of them got nothing about the black woman being kidnapped. We're gonna have to do that, brother, and get millionaires together, and we're gonna hire 200,000-300,000 of these youngsters from Chicago back to LA, and put 10,000 in these cities like it was told us to do from the Million Man March, and pay them from $20 to $50 an hour to protect our women. Nobody is gonna protect our women but us, black man, black boy, black male. All you that believe in God, call us at 281-896-8215 and stop the kidnapping. Stop the rape. Every 3 seconds, a woman is raped. Every 14 seconds, a woman brutally beaten. Domestic violence went up 72%. We have to get back to ourselves if we're going to be a copycat. Copy God.
Thanks for turning into Fight the Power with Minister David Jeremiah. Please like, subscribe, comment if you have thoughts or questions, and share with someone who needs to hear this to help save their life. God bless you and all of you.